sander is used for sanding external radius and straight edges. We use the right hand quarter of the disc from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. The disc is rotating clockwise direction, therefore pushing the object being sanded onto the canting table. On the left hand side, at 9 o'clock, the object is being lifted off the canting table. Also be aware of your hands touching any part of the abrasive disc while you're sanding. Switch on at the isolating switch. Open the extraction gate. Check disc for squareness to the canting table. Check no objects have been left on the belt sander. Switch on the green button to start the machine. Place your object onto the canting table and then press up to the abrasive disc. Gentle pressure and constant movement will prevent burning of the object and clogging of the disc. Aim to sand in one long sweeping action up to a pencil line. Don't use the sander to remove too much stock. It is a machine for producing a sanded finish. Waste material should be removed with a bandsaw. Using a mitre gauge to produce a 90-degree and a 45-degree angle. Set the mitre gauge to 90 degrees to the abrasive disc using a tri-square. Switch on the machine and placing your object up against the mitre gauge edge, press into the abrasive disc. I am rotating the object in this instance to even out any inaccuracy between the mitre gauge and the disc. Switch off the machine and check for square. Now set the mitre gauge to 45 degrees. Place the object up against the edge of the mitre gauge and then press into the abrasive disc. Sliding the mitre gauge in the channel will allow you to use more of the sanding disc. Check with the mitre square. Using the canting table to produce a bevel. Mark out the bevel you want to create. Undo the locking nuts on the canting table, and this will allow the canting table to drop down to any desired angle you wish. Set the abrasive disc and canting table to 45 degrees. Switch on the machine, placing the object up against the mitre gauge. Push into the abrasive disc, working towards your 2 pencil lines. Clean the belt frequently after and during use, so place the rubberized stick up against the abrasive disc and move across slowly. Switch off the machine after use using the red button. and close the extraction gate. So we'll use the disc sander to produce the external radiuses on the calipers. Switch on the machine and smooth sweeping action, not too much pressure, just gently abrade away till you get a nice radius up to your pencil line. Also, we need to create a little flat on the end of the calipers, and we'll do that on the disc as well. And then at the top, smooth around from both sides to produce a nice semicircle. Because the two sides of the caliper are being sanded as one, you will need to work from one face of this caliper, because the bolt that you're using to join the two sides together will prevent you getting a nice flat surface on the canting table. Switch off the machine after use.